Welcome to Spiritual Nuggets Podcast, where you have the opportunity to enjoy His presence in miniature portions. These are not oversized, repetitive expressions that lose their value. They are nuggets, larger than a crumb, yet small enough for you to enjoy in a single sitting. So, take a moment to listen and let these nuggets feed your soul. Welcome to episode 8 of our Spiritual Nugget podcast. To begin, I would like to express extreme gratitude to all those who listen and share the podcasts. The comments I received from some of you for sharing your thoughts on the podcasts are a personal reward to me. As an FYI, my book is being prepared for its second proofing. Publication is very close. More to follow. Episode 8 became a type of flashback for me. As I reflected on some of my personal decisions, I was aware that some of them resulted in a boatload of negative consequences affecting me and my children. God, in His unfathomable love, gifted humanity with the responsibility of making decisions either independently, with no consideration of Him, or in harmony with Him. Episode 8 urges us to avoid resisting God's counsel when we make decisions, since His will ultimately brings benefits and completeness. How to make better decisions. Throughout life's journey, we have the privilege to make choices. Adults, youth, and small children make choices. The ability to choose is part of the freedom that exists within man's will. We were not created as robots, but as humans given free will to make decisions. Sometimes we make poor choices that lead to consequences we must deal with for the rest of our lives. In fact, some of my personal decisions fall into this category. One of the giant misguided decisions made by adults is found at the beginning of the Bible. The first man and woman opted to do exactly what they were told not to do. This reckless disobedience forever changed life for them and us. Only divine intervention could rectify this disastrous act. Then there is the decision of Abraham to please Sarah and ease her grief about being barren. This is one of the trademarks of poor choices. She foolishly gave her maid, Hagar, to Abraham. He foolishly accepted. Hagar became pregnant and had a son. Sarah, at 90 years old, later became pregnant and gave birth to Isaac. He was the son proclaimed by God as the heir of promise. Today, the nation of Israel continues to deal with the consequences of their interference caused by the birth of Ishmael, son of the maid Hagar, and the birth of Isaac to Abraham and Sarah. Thankfully, we can rest assured the divine plan will prevail. With choices come the words yes and no. It is not always easy to say no. Saying yes may feel more comfortable when either facing or avoiding certain sensitive situations or circumstances. We can choose freedom and say no to avoid or resist a negative situation, or we can dive headlong into it and crash and burn. One of the key choices to maintaining our physical, spiritual, and emotional health is handling sadness or depression, which often has the potential to show up after certain situations. For example, broken relationships, including divorce, loss of a friend, relative, or spouse, business failures, etc. The list is endless. Depression can be like a giant boulder standing in the way of our healing and moving forward. In some cases, it may even feel good to wallow in the misery of depression and give us permission to be irritated about what happened to us and what particles of darkness are around us. We express our opinions, murmur, and complain. There is also a tendency to step on an emotional landmine when we compare ourselves to others and focus on what they have. It's far better to concentrate on the beauty they contribute to life with their gifts and talents, while recognizing the priceless treasures within you. Key point: each one of us is a work in progress. Unlike a construction project with a solid completion date, the work in us continues throughout our lifetime. Each day is new, and who we were yesterday is not who we are today. Every choice we make, whether correct or incorrect, equals the opportunity to learn and grow into who God intended us to be. The temptation to resist divine will and push fast forward because He's not moving fast enough makes our will the primary goal, thereby depriving us of completeness. Religious acts or good works are considered worthwhile, but they will not make us complete. The need for money is a reality, but it won't make us complete. Success, body enhancements, other people or things may leave us with feel good, but they won't make us complete. The road leading to who we truly are and our appointed task is a divine choice. But this leading means deciding to believe there is a divine will for each of us. With this belief comes the reward of walking in freedom, hope, and peace as we totally depend upon godly counsel, listening to the Spirit of the Lord for the fulfillment of our personalized life purpose. Many of our troubles occur because we base our choices on unreliable authorities, culture, everyone is doing it, tradition, we've always done it, reason, it seems logical, or emotion, it just felt right. Pastor Rick Warren.